The tri-state last week caused pipes to burst and heaters to fail. But it's also refocused attention on the lack of responses by some landlords in the city.
Local 12's James Pilcher is live at Cincinnati City Hall with the story of one such woman who was without heat in last week's sub-zero cold. Hello, James.
Yeah, so Daphne Forney, I talked to her earlier today. She moved into her Westwood apartment back in May. And she says that she started noticing back as early as October that her heat wasn't working. And that led to even more phone calls. And she said there'd been major problems with rodents in her apartment. And it all hit the fan when she, during the blizzard this last weekend, when she said she had to use the oven to keep herself warm for 2 straight days. And I also spent some time earlier today talking to the city officials who are looking into this problem. And I can also tell you that the city is actually looking to expand its spending on this with the increase in property taxes that are on the way. And here is Daphne Forney's story. Daphne Forney says she pays $625 a month for her 2-room apartment on Harrison Avenue. Since May, she says she's caught at least 17 mice. She says management has not sent an exterminator. Then last weekend, the heat never came on, leaving her and her small dog trapped inside for 2 days. She provided us this video from her apartment. Forney says her landlords told her to bleed her own radiator.
I'm just devastated. I never lived like this in my life. Never, ever. With the rodents and no heat, never.
Things have gotten so contentious, she's disputing her rent, and that has led the company to start eviction procedures. The management company for her apartment building is listed as Affordable Management and Beyond. Voicemail messages left at that office were not returned Wednesday. City officials confirmed Affordable Management is associated with another rental company called Vision and Beyond. And Cincinnati is suing Vision for allegedly violating rental maintenance codes and ordinances for years. Interim Assistant City Manager Virginia Talent wouldn't discuss that case specifically, but said the city responded to hundreds of calls over the weekend after the storm over major maintenance issues. She says the storm also showed the maintenance backlog for many older rental properties in the city. What else can the city do? What other improvements can the city do to help in terms of response?
When we talk about ordinary enforcement, we really mean fines, fees, sometimes criminal prosecution. When those things aren't effective, then we do turn to civil remedies in court through our law department.
So I can confirm that Ms. Forney and the assistant city manager have actually spoken by phone today, and the city's going to try and help her work through this situation, and I'll be staying on top of that to bring you any updates on that. In the meantime, Talent stresses that residents and renters should not hesitate to call 911 or the city's information line 311 if there's a maintenance emergency and their landlord hasn't responded within 24 hours. Live from Cincinnati City Hall downtown, James Pilcher, Local 12 News.
All right, thank you, James. And Cincinnati is expecting to get an additional $2 to $3 million a year beginning in 2024 to help crack down on bad landlords.